Okay then, so we set for the big conversation this morning, and today we're digging deep into the digital space in Lagos and beyond. We're protecting your money, your identity, and businesses from cybercrime. And joining me in the studios this morning, Morakinyo Animashaun is CEO Wimika RMS Technologies and also the visionary for Stronger Together Against Cyber Fraud. Mr. Animashaun, nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Thank you, Victor. It's good to be here.
Okay, it's been a long time that we had you feature on the program.
Yeah, okay. A lot has been happening in that period.
We'll talk about that, really.
Yeah.
All right, so it's the world of the Animashauns this morning, because I have another Animashaun joining us as well, and that's Omoniyi Animashaun, who is Managing Director, Netplus Limited. Omoniyi Animashaun, nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Okay, it's your first time of being in our studios, I suspect.
First time, and I love it here.
Look around. Describe it for me. How would you describe our studios?
Colorful and really interesting, full of life.
Great. You're welcome. Okay then, so let me start with Morakinyo. Wimika, what's been happening to you guys?
Yeah, a lot has been happening. We have been, fulfilling regulatory requirements over the past couple of years. So we are ready to contribute to defending the monies and funds of Nigerians in the banks now.
Right.
So we are set.
Right. And I remember the last time we had a conversation around cyber fraud, cyber crime, and all of that. It was an increasing menace across town. So your assessment right now, is it dropping now, or are we still having it on the increase?
Oh, there's something that's the new kid. No, we can't really call it the new kid, but it's a major thing in tech right now, and it's affected even crime, and that's AI.
Okay, artificial intelligence.
Yes.
Okay.
So AI is the major.
It's a new concept.
Yeah, it's the guy that's come to play, and it's just busting everything.
He's the big player in the room right now.
Big player, without any doubt.
Right. All right. So for Animashaun Omoniyi, yes, you are MD Netplus, right? What has been your findings as relates to this artificial intelligence that is being used to perpetrate fraud and I mean, any experience that you have for us?
Okay, so let me just give a small illustration. If I have 15 six-figure sum to add up and find the average, all I need to do is take a screenshot and upload it on any of the AI tools, and in about 2-3 seconds it gives me the average, gives me the results. Now,
right away,
if you are a very, very sharp and intelligent human with a calculator or with your head, it will take you some minutes
definitely
to get. So you can imagine when a cyber criminal is able to use that kind of technology, speed and precision to plan a phishing attack, to try and get you to do what you don't want to do, or to even develop the malware and tools to infiltrate a device. You can just imagine how it is virtually impossible for someone with your everyday human mind and human know-how to resist.
So you're saying now that AI is making scams smarter? And harder to detect?
It's making it much smarter harder to detect. You know, one of the things that happens a lot these days, and we are probably going to see a lot of during this political campaign period,
right?
Are lots of videos that are not real. They will look very real, but they are not real. And you know how we people are. Once you see something, it just goes into it goes into the system, and it gets a life of its own. So you can just imagine the range of the things that are being done with artificial intelligence.
Anyway, we get to that point where AI can, where AI is changing the dynamics. Really, let me say that. But Morakinyo, let's get back to some of the simple things and the things that are affecting most people every day. Online scams, people deal with people's accounts. You say, you're taking your ATM to or your card, you're taking it to an ATM machine, and before you know it, something has happened. You're seeing money being withdrawn from your account. How does that happen, really? What happens? What goes on within that second or within that minute?
Okay, so I'll say a few things. We've established that AI is the new player in town.
Right.
Okay, but the old player in town is still there. It has not gone. And that's the human element.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the human element remains the weakest element in security. Okay, so the vulnerability of the human is there. So because of the limitations of humans, and when we talk about things like fraud, we are talking about a mass audience. We are not talking about some specialized people that have specialized knowledge or intelligence.
Okay.
We're talking about everybody, from the woman that's selling on the street to the students to to the professor. Everybody is a target. Okay, and what we have now is a situation where if you're not sufficiently equipped, sufficiently educated, then you'll be an easy target, basically. Okay. And apart from the sufficiency of your equipping and being an easy target, there's also something about your frame of mind at the point in time. Okay. If let's take a mother that's trying to juggle taking care of children, and then some alert is coming in or some request is coming in that from your bank that you should do something, because of your split attention, you're not likely to give your full attention to that message and process it in a way that would possibly allow you to decode whether it's a malicious message or not. Okay, so those are all the kind of things that come to play, because at the end of the day, the primary target is humans.
Okay.
For most of these scams. And humans have their vulnerabilities, emotional, psychological, and all the normal vulnerabilities that humans have.
Okay, so these are things that are playing out in the cyber security space right now. So lots of things are happening. But, who are those that are perpetrating this? I don't know what to use evil, but sorry, I have to. So who are those that are perpetrating this crime?
I just returned from Ekiti State recently, and I was having a conversation with a gentleman that provides a service, and he was complaining that the government of the state had clamped down on cybercrime, and that because of that let us see whether the economy of the state will not crash.
You mean it?
Can you imagine? So why am I saying that? It's become so regular that by the time you pick up 20 people in some of these states, maybe you'll have 4 of them that are cyber criminals.
Wow.
If you go to many of our institutions, our higher institutions, it's common. You talk to any of the young people in the institutions, they know them.
Okay.
They live large, they flex, they know them.
So let's put it in perspective now. So are they the same as the Yahoo boys that we knew before?
Oh, yeah.
These are a new set of people.
No, the Yahoo boys they are not static.
They're not static now.
Oh, they are moving up. They are using technology. They are looking at new opportunities. They are getting involved in romance scams. They are getting involved in
we knew them. We knew them much more for romance scams back in the days.
Oh,
really.
they there's graduation now.
So they've graduated.
Yeah.
All right. So Omoniyi, you are the MD of Netplus. Let's talk about that experience. From what you see out there on a daily basis, what are some of those things, especially those people that you see, like he just said now, that it appears the Yahoo boys have really upgraded. Any other set of people that we can finger as responsible for being involved in cyber fraud? Okay,
so there are also some very well organized organizations that are not they are not local, but for those ones they are looking for.
You mean they are international players?
Oh, they are international players.
You mean it?
Yeah, they are global players.
Can you give us some examples?
So they are really they are diverse. They are there are a lot of them in Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Right. And
I hear there's so many of them in India too.
A few in India.
Into online scams and the like.
Yes. So they are very, very organized. But most times, those ones target the big companies, the big enterprise in Nigeria.
Okay.
And what's for most really, really robust organizations, especially the banks, there's a lot of protection on the enterprise end.
Okay.
So it's probably very difficult for them to
penetrate this one.
Yes. But the link with the weak link most times is on the consumer side.
Right. So let's talk about that now, because it appears they prey so much on the consumer, right? So who are those people that they prey on? Can we just begin to list the target audience that they normally want to jump on?
Okay, the first qualification for that would be anybody that has money in their account.
Okay.
So it's fraud follows the trail of money. If you don't have money, you're not interesting to a fraudster. Okay. So one of the things they try to do is determine whether you've got money that they can lay their hands on. So sometimes they target people based on the profiling. So the profile that you're a retiree, you're likely to have some money as a retiree. Okay, you have children overseas, you're likely to have some money.
Right.
So they do a lot of profiling. And
this profiling, did they have to know you, or they just do random search?
Interestingly, most of us don't realize how much of our data is on the internet, on social media. If I take somebody's name now, I go to social media, you'll be amazed how much information I'll come up with about the person. A lot of us have unwittingly given a lot of our lives and put it out there on social media. It's got its good uses, but at the same time it also has its negatives, which is that it's exposed to you. So
let's put that in practice. I have my details on social media, right? On Facebook, on Twitter, on X. That's Twitter, on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
But is that sufficient for them to know my account details?
No, but it's sufficient for us to profile you if we were cyber criminals, right? So we go to your Facebook page, for instance, and we see your birthday celebration. And we see that the celebration is happening in some very posh, place.
Okay.
That tells us something already. That this guy he's got some coins,
Okay.
and that makes you an interesting.
So those
target.
are giveaways.
Yeah, that makes you an interesting target.
And yes, come in, Omoniyi.
At that point too,
right?
They know your birth date.
Okay. So are you saying that they can use my birthday to do some tracking?
Well, your birth date is part of what is like a security feature or identifier. So you find that a lot of forms you fill, they ask for your birth date, and when the bank is trying to authenticate you,
right,
part of what they ask for sometimes is your birth date. So by putting your birthday out there, you've already given them an inkling of what it might be. So I've got phone calls a few times, purportedly from a bank, but it's not a bank, and they're asking you, which of this is your birthday? They mention your birthday and another date.
So they ask you.
They ask you, and typically, if you are not aware, you're not conscious, you don't know what's going on.
So you're likely to give yourself away.
Yeah, you might have answered before you even realize that you're answering. Because one of the things that happen to a lot of people, the people will say, "Oh, they hacked my WhatsApp," but really, is it hacking? Because what the person has basically done is they know your number, and then they try to set up your WhatsApp on another phone. Then an OTP comes.
Wow.
The OTP comes to you because you are the one that owns the number. Then they ask you to send the OTP to them. So invariably, you are the one that has handed your WhatsApp to them.
Wow.
So one of the things that I would like to say here now is that under no condition should you hand any OTP to anybody that just calls you randomly to say, send me your OTP.
All right. I thought that was an old trick.
Well, it's still catching new people.
It's still catching some new dogs.
Still catching new dogs.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This morning we're talking cyber security. We're digging deep into the digital space, and we're asking why are people still falling, all right, to these cyber criminals. And I've got two experts in the building. They are both Animashauns. One is Morakinyo and the other Omoniyi. Omoniyi is the MD of Netplus, and of course Morakinyo is the CEO of Wimika RMS rather. So very, very shortly I'll also allow you to join the conversation, but I'm curious really, but before then, quickly let me get back to the roads. We did tell you that those of you heading towards the island, the major connecting points are still looking good. If you're coming from the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, it's still a good drive all the way. Heading towards Alakpere, Ogudu Car Wash, all that end still looks very, very good. Ikoyi Abalinde too is still also very good, but we have an accident around K2 involving a T4 bus and a motorcycle. Casualties involved at the K2 interchange underneath the bridge inwards the toll gate. Control room, keep me posted with that. What's the latest with that update? I really want to have that. Lekki Ekpe Expressway, Shango Tedo to be very precise. Movement from Ado Road in and out, very good. And then I can tell you Ado Road connecting Alesh, also very good too. Ajah underneath the bridge inwards Abraham Adesoya is also looking good. If you want to join the conversation, feel free. 080-99-120-777 and 091-5387-7127. All right, we're talking all things that relates to the digital space and how people can scam you. Okay, so you guys were giving a clinical scenario earlier on. Somebody gets into your profile, all right, your digital footprint, as the case may be, and they're able to steal one or two things. Let's talk about how people, steal identities. Mr. Morakinyo, how does that happen, really?
Okay, so it's really not that difficult. Okay, so as I said, first thing is profiling is done. Before you invest a lot of your time in trying to steal somebody's identity, you want to try and make sure as much as possible that it's going to be profitable to you, if you steal that identity. And once that profiling is done, the next thing is what we call recon. Okay, so they begin to gather information, about the person, piece information together. There are some things that, as you mentioned, there are some things that are called PIIs, personal identifiable information, okay, like your birth date, and then some things that we don't even give any thought to, like your mom's name. You're celebrating your mom and you put her full name out there, and you don't, for you, it's just, you're just honoring your mom. All right. But hey, you know what? Is that same information that's used as a security check sometimes? Okay. They will ask you what's your mother's maiden name, and then you have to use it as a security check. So once they put all of those things together, okay, then what they try to do is they try to find a place where they can intercept your normal communication and then insert themselves into that space so that they pretend to be you. Okay, there are some of them that use a lot of technology. So there are people that get into the email system of an organization, for instance. Right. That's what they call business email compromise. Okay. And they begin to, being in that place, they gain access to people's passwords. They've accessed your mailbox. So sometimes they are not in a hurry. So they take time. They are seeing the flow of information. So by the time they... What do you call it? Business? Email compromise. Email compromise. Yeah. How do they do that? Once I get your password, and there are many ways I can try to get your password. One of the things that most of us do is that most of us reuse passwords. So if you have 10 systems you're signing into, the chances that you have 10 different passwords for them is slim. Okay. So the chances are that one password or two passwords, most of us, we don't have more than 3 passwords. And then we use those 3 passwords across different platforms. And once it's compromised on one, or there's a breach on one, people have access to those things. And then they just try it on all the other ones. Wow.
And interestingly, for a lot of people, the passwords are easy to guess,
right?
Because you don't want to forget the password. So your password is a combination of your wife and your child's name, and once there's an understanding of the kind of person you are,
right?
There is technology that they will use
so they can piece this information together.
Again, AI.
Yeah.
You put this together, and the system comes out with possible password based on your personality and all. So it's no longer very difficult for. So what we used to have in the past was that it takes a lot of sophistication and resources for someone's password to be generated. But as it is now, anybody on the street,
right,
with a bit of exposure
will know what to do.
Yeah,
right,
has access to the resources to be able to do what took a lot in the past.
Let's look at the impacts really on the economy and all of us as it stands today. Morakinyo, do you have an idea of what cyber fraudsters are doing to the economy? Can we quantify it?
It's in billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. It's simply billions of dollars. Okay. In the banking industry, the report says that there was a 51% drop. Okay, in cyber fraud, in value of cyber of losses, cyber fraud losses. But even with that 51% drop, the quantum of money that was lost is still huge. Is in the range of 51 billion naira.
Wow.
Okay,
that's huge.
And you see, what I always say about this is that let's not get too excited, because the truth is we've been in this for about 5 years now. What we've learned is that most people don't report cyber fraud incidents. So if you're saying it's 51 billion naira or 200 billion naira, I would say multiply it by 4.
Wow.
5.
So a lot get underreported.
Is vastly underreported, and it's not unique to Nigeria.
Okay, let's see if we can take some reactions right now. You can join the conversation, by the way. If you've ever been involved in any form of online fraud, or somebody that has scammed you, or your account has been wiped dry, feel free to connect with us and let us know. 08099 120777 and 09153877127. These are the numbers that you can use. This one says, good morning. I got a call recently from someone who knew my full name and bank. How do these fraudsters get so much information about us? Izine is your name. Well, Izine, if you were listening earlier on, that's what my guests have been able to let you know. You put yourself out there so much in the social media space, and they can use that to piece one or two information. This one says, I received those messages saying my account will be blocked if I don't click a link. Can simply clicking a link really put my money at risk? This is Mrs. Ajani. Thank you so much. All right, maybe you need to respond to this one. Morakinyo.
Okay. Simply clicking a link becomes the first step in putting your money at risk. Because when you click that link, there are maybe two or three possible things that can happen. Clicking that link could download a malicious app into your device. Okay, and the second thing is that when you click that link, it takes you to a page where they are asking you to now insert or impute information. Okay, it may look like the page, your bank's page, but it's not. It's fake. But when you put that information ends up with fraudsters. So those are two of the ways that clicking that link can get you into trouble.
Okay, all right. So now you know. 08099120777. This one says, good morning, Mr. Animashaun. My mother is not very good with phones, and I'm always worried she may fall for one of these scams. How can elderly people protect themselves online? Felix from Okearo. Felix, thank you so much.
Okay, for elderly people, one of the things we recommend is for their children to serve as some sort of circuit breaker. Okay, you've got to create an arrangement where, especially for sums of money that are sizable or significant, where they can't just do those transactions without some of their children getting involved somewhat. Okay, there are different ways you can set that up, some sort of additional validation. Okay, that's what I would recommend, one of the things I would recommend. And then even though our old people are elderly, they are not exactly dumb, so we can educate them. If you sit with them, you let them realize that, hey, it's not everybody that says they are.
Let's take this call. Hello there, good morning.
Good morning, Victor.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. Comrade Daniel.
Yeah, Comrade Daniel, go ahead.
All right, yes. Good morning, Mr. Animashaun.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, yeah. Yes, the issue of cybercrime is becoming a great concern to the members of the public. We have a situation whereby this stealing of phone is common. Yes, and we now notice that people don't target the phone themselves. They target your SIM card, buy the phone to get information, and of course to hack into your bank account. How can we,
prevent that?
All these people from, getting our accounts?
All right.
And you mentioned recently that you were just talking about old people at home. In fact, the old people at home, when you send them money, you find out the youth there tend to, fish into that money you send to the elderly.
Okay.
I think I had such experience, so I had to make an arrangement with a guy who did some POS within the setting. Send money to him with amount.
Okay.
I can always relate with the elderly, my mother, that whatever amount he needs, he gives to him, and he keeps record of it, and I'll be doing very perfectly well.
Okay. Which is good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. So you said that for the elderly, people, we can just be like a circuit breaker, right?
Yes.
Is that putting in place a kind of security check or what?
It could be a security check. It could just be something that makes sure that there is another human in the loop apart from the elderly before they can,
Okay, just like what Comrade Daniel has done now.
Just like what Comrade Daniel has done. So you've got to find something that works for your mother or father or whoever that is.
Yeah, Omoniyi, you wanted to say something quickly?
So what we did for my mom was education. So my mom at almost 90 would will not entertain any call from anybody claiming to be from a bank or see any text and everything. We had to make her know that explicitly.
Okay.
Then on the other thing that Comrade Daniel said about phones and SIM.
Yes.
Now, one of the advice that people have been given and the telco have said is you need to set a PIN for your SIM. And why is that when your SIM is on your phone, your phone is locked most times.
Okay.
And because your phone is locked, you can't access whatever is on your phone and on your SIM, at least not easily.
All right.
But all we need to do is take out that SIM and put it
on another phone.
And then I can see
every detail. So you are advocating that people should set a PIN for the SIM card.
Yes.
All right. For small businesses in markets like Computer Village, like Alaba, like Balogun, what basic cyber hygiene must they have right now to prevent some of these things, Morakinyo? And I need you to do this in 30 seconds, for instance.
Okay, so don't share information.
Okay.
Don't share information that can lead to a compromise. In those kind of places, when you go there, they share information very, very easily. We were talking about banking information. Even when you want to order stuff, if I set up I say it's a delivery service now, and that I'm doing delivery, and I'm asking people put in your bank details. Most people will put in their bank details without even checking whether I'm a verified or a trusted source. So
this kind of information, one shouldn't share it?
No. I mean, once you share it, you've given them an additional piece of the puzzle.
All right.
So they put the puzzle together. It's not in one soup.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so if someone has been defrauded, is there a way, are there legal steps that one can take?
There are legal steps. Unfortunately, the processes can be a bit tedious. It's not very easy. we are working with some government institutions to try and see how that process can be made easier. When somebody is already defrauded, the person is already in a dire situation, and putting hurdles just makes it
much more difficult
for them,
right.
So it's about looking through those processes as a country, and looking at how we can recognize that someone that's been defrauded is not in the best state of mind.
All right. So from the bank perspective now, can the bank? I mean, somebody will do this money and it's from somebody's account. So will the bank help me?
The bank will help you, but how much help can the bank give you when evidence points out to the fact that
you compromised?
You were compromised. So there is something called authorized. When you authorize a transaction, from the bank, all the bank sees, the bank does not know Victor Oteri when you're doing a transaction. They know your username, they know your password, they know all of those things. Once they see that those things check, then they allow the transaction to go through.
Right.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello,
good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, it appears we're having a challenge with that traffic manager. This one says, I run a small business on Instagram, though I lost my previous account and it set me back a lot. Now I have a new one. I'm building slowly. So what can I do to prevent someone from taking over my account? Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead quickly.
Hello?
Okay, I think it's a major challenge. He said that account is basically my shop. Thanks, Sharon. Okay, this is Sharon from Bagada. So you have these kind of scenarios daily. People losing their accounts to that people. But of course, time will not really permit us to discuss further on this. But what's the advice? In 30 seconds, Omoniyi, what's the advice to people that are listening to us out there?
Well, two-factor authentication.
Okay, will help.
It will help.
That's both on any of your devices, right? WhatsApp.
For your WhatsApp, for your Instagram, anything that you do online.
Okay.
Just have two-factor authentication.
It will help a great deal. Well, Morakinyo, what's your parting thought really on the program?
Well, my parting thought is that the solution is not on one side.
Okay.
It's not on the government side, it's not on the institution side, it's not on the consumer side. It's got to be a collaboration across all.
Okay.
Putting the customer at the center of the thinking. At the end of the day, what we should be thinking about is we want to protect the Nigerian user. All right, we'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having both of you in the studios. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Lagos.
Okay, then we have to go. We've been trying to dig deep into the digital space, how we can protect your business, your identity, and everything that you have. All right, then. Akan Hussein has produced the program. Maximum shout out going out to Daniel Downsey of our social media unit. Our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a great day. Bye.
The big mama man. Yeah, it's the way that it do me. The way that it do me, cries is to woo me, but now ladies woo me truly. I'm sorry, sue me. Me and my loopy, I'm money long like Mooney, I'm loony like Toonie. A girl wish she knew me. My arm strong like Louie, and C-City blew me up. Yup, you can only watch like a movie. Ruby, I'ma milk the game like a booby. People asking who he, they call me M.I.A. Just because I'm getting higher, I'm spitting fire, this written fire. There's no bullshit and I'm sitting on top, night just rap Messiah. I kill them, mama, them papa, bring drama and proper in comma. This rapper, showstopper, he's top shot, no other rap while I'm brethren. Hear the words he's uttering, cause other rappers stuttering. I rhyme, I'm well, I'm not them, I'm hot shit. I've got skill, the most incredible. Out of Niger,